All right. Wanted to go over these games before I forgot all about them. And oh man, it is 5:30 in the morning on a Thursday. This is not where I really imagined myself, but here we are anyways. Let's get it done. All right. So, I was kind of not super happy with this deck. This seems like the deck that just stalls out. I've seen a lot of decks like this just not quite get there, right? That the board state just gets really bad, and then bad things happen to you, and the deck doesn't really have a lot of great tools for punching through. But so I wasn't super happy with the deck, but here's how it goes. This is a kind of marginal hand. It's only got two white sources. Gideon's Lawkeeper needs to draw something. The nice thing is if it draws either a green or a blue source, it's kind of getting there. And if it, if drawing land is uh, how you're going to succeed here, in the next 3 turns, I think this is a reasonable keep. So I'm gonna hold on to this. A little bit loose, but I think it's still correct. Grasp of Phantoms, not really what I'm looking for here. Luckily, our opponent isn't doing anything either, and we find Wayfaring Temple. It's a shame that we don't have more synergies in this deck with Wayfaring Temple, but it's still a pretty good card. This guy's often just a 3/3, a 4/4 for 3 mana. Sin Collector, gonna grab, yep, Strength in Numbers, which is one of our finishers here. Well, our 3/3 for 3 is doing work. And I think we're not going to tap down his guy. If he attacks in, I'll take 2, but I want to tap down whatever he... Alright, he doesn't attack in, so I'm just going to tap down his guy. And, well, we're still on a somewhat slow draw here, but I'll hit him for 4. If I could be populating something right now, I'd be so happy. Path's his own guy. Fair enough, fair enough. Needs to find blue because he's an Esper deck. I've actually seen people path their own guys quite a bit so far. Talon Trooper. Alright, well that still won't block my Wayfaring dude. I'll tap it down anyways because I don't want to take the risk of another path or something. Yeah, this is around the time where I'm thinking I should be running more forests. Yeah, he has a path for my guy. Alright. Well, let's go grab something here. More forests would be in order. I found myself, between this game and the next, I think I went in and I replaced one plains with a forest, just because all the Avacyn's Pilgrims give me white mana anyways, so I wasn't really counting that in my calculation of things. I think it's more correct just replacing one plains with one forest here. Although oftentimes I found myself siding in other blue cards just to give myself better late game. I ended up going against a lot of players who had flyers. So we're going to tandem Lookout. He left open Agony Warp, so I'm kind of expecting for him to kill my guys here. Yeah, he goes after the Gideon's Lawkeeper, which is kind of interesting, but he does blank the attack. I kind of expected that to happen, but I kind of had to make it happen. The upside was so big, and if I just play Penumbra Spider, I mean, I'm kind of doing some stuff, but it's not fantastic. There's our Misty Rainforest. We play a Penumbra Spider. And we're just going to get his guy back on top of his library here. I have enough mana to move it there again. And I just need to slow things down a little bit. Eventually find something better. Yep, I'm just going to develop my guys. Look for my my next Strength in Numbers, which would probably win me the game. Because he's at 9. This Moroi is going to do damage to him, so he's got to figure out something to... Alright. He's going to get back some of his life now with Gift of Orzhova, and I do not have an answer. Well, now I have to Grasp of Phantoms this guy. Bada bing. Bada boom. I could be trying to attack in, do something here. It's tricky though. Because I'm the one down on life right now. Drawing more lands, not what I'm looking for. Really looking for my other Strength in Numbers. Grixis Slave Driver. Yeah, this is just getting worse and worse. I'm drawing more lands. The flood is starting to become pretty real here. We are a 17 land deck. And we have found 9 of our lands. Even after filtering one with the Misty. Well, our deck was not meant to go long. This is not something we wanted to do. Moroi hits us again. Augur of Bolas. Yeah, this is just going bad to worse. I might be able to catch him off guard with this Advent of the Worm. I should probably be playing a land here. I kind of want to keep him guessing as to what my hand is. I go down to 5. Dimir Signet. Alright. Well, Flickerwisp. We're getting there. I Flickerwisp away his soldier. I just need the body in the air. That way I can stop him from killing me. If I can stall him out, the Moroi will kill him. He swings in with all his guys. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know what trick he could have here that would do a lot of work. So I cast Advent of the Worm. I'm going to eat his Grixis Slave Driver. And GG. So kind of shocking. I mean, I think if I block correctly here and he has nothing, then he's just dead on board. But I'm not sure why he swung in like that. And yeah, I don't know. I did not think that he had to do that, but he did not play around Advent of the Worm. And I don't even think he's in that great of a spot, even if I just kind of chump some stuff. Because I can chump for free with these Penumbra Spiders, basically. Like, imagine I Flickerwisp, kill off a guy, Penumbra Spider on a Moroi, Penumbra Spider here, right? Or just Penumbra Spider in front of a Grixis Slave Driver. I get the 2/4s back. It's pretty easy for him to die on the crackback. He probably has something in hand. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. If he's just going to concede if I play Advent of the Worm in response, then I don't know. I think this was a loose attack. I think he had a better long game. Although he does have to worry about just dying to the Moroi, so it's possible he's just holding 2 lands in hand and he doesn't have anything. So, anyways, on to game 2. What do I have? I have a very, very marginal hand. Part of me doesn't want to keep this. The other part says, well, there are only 12 more lands in my deck. And, you know, what are the odds that we draw all of them? Couldn't be that high, right? 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 Well, Gideon's Lawkeeper's a good start. That guy will keep us alive. Oh, there's a land. We don't want that. Well, don't want to draw a land. No more lands, please. Sin Collector. Joke's on you, buddy. Gotcha. Oh, not another land. That's not good. Well, surely no more lands will come. I mean, what are the odds, right? Oh, another land. That's not good. That's bad. Alright, well... how are we doing here? Augur of Bolas. Yeah, I'll tap that down. If I can just beat down with this spider all day. Alright, can't draw any more lands, right? It's impossible. Oh my god. Oh no. This isn't good. What's going on now? He has a Terminus in his deck. Oh, that's not good. Well, on the very least, I have all these lands. Surely I'll just draw something and then we'll, yeah, Core Skyfisher. That's a thing, right? He's a 2/3. He flies. I'll just punch in for the next... Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, Flickerwisp. Flickerwisp is such a great card. Literally just for that reason. I can't tell you how many times Flickerwisp has just murdered a token for me. Good guy, Flickerwisp. Oh, Moroi. He's back. They say it's a vampire. Oh, by the way, another land. It's a vampire, but I don't know. This is like an old school vampire or something. So anyways, we have a lot of lands. We're unhappy about this get up. But surely we can't draw any more lands. I'm thinking about trading here. I have 20 life. I'm just gonna take it. He's got to play another flyer here. Oh, it's another Moroi. Okay, well, we can't draw any more lands, right? Oh my god. Hmm. 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 It's not going well. I don't like where this is going. Yeah, well, what do we see here? Oh, that's bad. Well, at least we're guaranteed not to draw another land, right? Basically getting there. Alright, sure, sure, sure. Well, that's cool. I didn't draw another land. Ah, get rid of your token. Got ya. Alright, we got this. We're gonna stabilize. Don't worry about it. His Morois are gonna kill him, and he's gonna... Oh, does he have... Well, you can't pay 7 to flash it back. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's game. He has another land. Alright, well, let's go to game 3, and hopefully next time I'll mull that hand. I think it was a loose keep, and we just got really punished. We drew basically almost all lands after that. There were like a couple spells. Variance. We'll call that one variance. Alright, would I like to play first? Yes. I have to be aggressive, I think. Yeah, this is a keep. It's got stuff. It's going places. Avacyn's Pilgrim into doing things. Seems like a plan. This is a much better hand. Our opponent is mulling to 6. Always a nice sign. Avacyn's Pilgrim. I'm not going to core Skyfisher here. I'd rather just get out Master Splicer and then bounce Master Splicer a bunch of times. Get a bunch of golems. Get the golem army going. Ooh, Tandem Lookout. That's pretty sweet too. We could start drawing a bunch of cards. Liking this. Path to Exile, my guy. Alright, sure, sure. Yeah, I'll grab some land. And Sin Collector. Sure. Interesting. So we can Wing Crafter plus Tandem Lookout here. Or we could just bounce our Master Splicer, replay our Master Splicer. I think I'm looking for the more aggressive line. Like, the drawing cards thing is interesting. But, I think in the end I'd rather just get another golem, start beating him in the face for more damage quicker. I want to close this one out before bad things start happening to me. Eventually he gets Morois out and stuff, and then life is just harder. The sooner we kill him, the better. Plus here we get to Tandem Lookout anyways on our core Skyfisher, which is probably a better target in the long run. I'm kind of worried because I know he has a Terminus at this point. It's also possible he has some other stuff. I'd filter a land out of my deck before going on. So I don't really want to play a lot of things. I want to pressure him, but I feel like this pressure is good enough. I'm not sure I want to overextend onto this board, and then if he top decks his Terminus, or if he miracles his Terminus, I just lose, right? I have enough pieces right here to rebuild and win. So I don't know. I want to keep pressuring him. If he spends resources on this board, then that's better for me, right? Because then he's not in a very strong position after a Terminus. But I also want to pressure him fast enough that he doesn't have time to draw to the Terminus. I certainly, if it looks like he's going to get to 6 lands soon, I want to be doing stuff. Bronzebeak Moa's a pretty big dude, pretty rude. All right, so I'm going to extend a little bit here. I want this Moa big. I'm going to draw a card off my core Skyfisher here, very likely. Right, because he kind of has to block my Moa that's flying now. If he goes down to 6, I get to draw a card. Land, not what I'm looking for, but at this point he basically has to top deck Terminus or play a Damnation. Those are really his only 2 options out of the situation. He's not going to be able to get to 6 mana to just cast things. I'm liking where I'm at. Right, I'm willing to lose this board and then play a Flicker Wisp, and then I'm only 2 hits away from killing him. So he'd still have to be able to do something after wiping the board. And that's GG. So kind of surprising. I think that he made a loose attack game 1. Game 2 we just flooded out really hard. And then game 3 he got stuck on lands after a mull to 6. So he kind of had bad luck and fortunes got reversed. This matchup probably could have gone either way. Again, I'm not super happy about my deck. I feel like we kind of get into these situations where we don't have good ways to break the board stall, and we lose ultimately in the long run after the board stall. So almost feels like I'm running kind of a subpar sealed deck, but hey, took down a match, so going great. All right, on to match 2. I would like to play first. I love winning die rolls. Yeah, this is a keep. I mean, it's got all my colors, and I can ramp to 4, and I can do things. Yeah, I'm liking this. At very minimum, I get out like a core Skyfisher on turn 2. It's a possibility. Seagate Oracle seems like a better choice, though. And then I can bounce the Seagate Oracle. Yeah, I'll take another Skyfisher. Just get a lot of value bouncing this Seagate Oracle. Find things, do stuff. Living the dream, basically. Yep, let's bounce our Seagate Oracle. We'll get to replay him next turn. I should have attacked with Avacyn's Pilgrim as well, probably. Get in the extra point of damage. Seagate Oracle. Yep, I'll take the Moa. And we'll bounce our Seagate Oracle. So not bad, not bad. Master Splicer. Alright, well I kind of regret not taking the Flicker Wisp, but this is fine. Get our Bronzebeak Moa out. Now, I want to attack here because I want him to crack back with his Talon Trooper, ultimately. That way I can tandem look out and draw a card. So, I'm only getting in 2 damage here, but I think the more important thing is that I'm incentivizing him to attack back. Attended Knight. Perfect. Talon Trooper and Co. attack in. Sure. I'll take the hits. Alright, so let's Seagate Oracle, see what we find first. Agony Warp. Yeah, so he wants to kill off this Moa before it buffs into something huge. That's fine, because I get the Tandem Lookout and draw a card. I'm kind of fine with this exchange. Find Forest for my Penumbra Spider, ultimately. Hook up my dude. Swing in. Draw a card. Not bad. I'm playing a little slow at this point. I probably should be speeding up a little bit. Attacks with this guy. I'll take my beats. Go down to 10. Moroi. 4/4 flyers. Difficult to beat. My deck not particularly great at them either. Well, I do have the tools. Yeah, I'll take Advent of the Worm. It's a pretty big dude. I was thinking of actually just Grasp of Phantoms and tapping down his dude and drawing another card. I like the idea of catching him here a little bit better. Tap down his guy. He kills off my dude. He attacks in. Sure. Gotcha. Otherwise, this is such a great card. You just eat stuff. Now we get to grasp his guy. And we are doing a lot of work now. He takes his beats down to 5. I drop a spider to help me on defense. He plays Mist Raven, bouncing my token. Alright. Fair enough. Kind of in an awkward spot. Land, not really what I wanted to draw, but we flash back the Grasp of Phantoms. I just don't want him drawing anything. Eventually I find strength in numbers and I win. Plus the Moroi is killing him slowly. I draw another land. Ugh. I'm having flashbacks to the previous game. I can't really attack in. I die on the crackback because I've just been drawing nothing but lands. Here I'll just sacrifice a Penumbra Spider. He Agony Warps. Alright. Because he needs to kill off his own guy, otherwise he loses. But now he's just dead. Yep, and he concedes. Alright. On to the next game. This is a kind of marginal hand. If it finds white mana, I can start doing things. But it's kind of bad. It's not even very fast. It's part of the problem. I sighted in Deadeye Navigator with the idea that he was going to bog me down in the air, and ultimately I needed some wind condition. Deadeye Navigator seemed to be it. Alright. Getting some lands. I get a forest out of my deck because I don't want to draw a forest for sure. Sin Collector, not going to find anything. I am a sinless individual. Haha. Might be a little bit lucky, but you know, that's just fair, I think. Sure. And he kills it. Alright, well, that's fair enough. I drop a Bronzebeak Moa here with the plan of just attacking and beating down with the Bronzebeak Moa. He has other ideas, though. His Mistraven is back. Bounces my Moa. Now I kind of feel like I need to be a little bit more on defense. And so I drop a Penumbra Spider instead. And I'll go for the Moa another time. But I just need something to block these flyers that are risking killing me. I don't develop the Signet. Instead, I'm playing a little bit scared. I want more spiders here. I have my strength in numbers, though, and I have Deadeye Navigator, so I'm feeling like if I can get out enough stuff, even though he's at 20, and I didn't really get my job done in terms of beating him down, I'm liking this a little bit better. Alright, he pump fakes with an attack. I decide not to attack in. I'm still a little bit scared about discarding stuff to this Abyssal Spectre. I still feel like I have some inevitability. If I can just get enough creatures on the board. He's keeping pace with me, though. I'm kind of worried. I think about what I want to do. I could go Deadeye Navigator. He does have one card in hand, though, and I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm still kind of not in a great situation with the board state. Master Splicer. I can beat down with this big old golem. He has a Moroi. Alright. I cast my Deadeye Navigator, pair it with the Master Splicer. I'm just basically taking the risk that he has Grizzly Spectacle or something like this to kill off my guy. Instead, it looks like the card that he has is Cyclonic Rift, and that is game. And now I'm thinking that maybe I should just be going lower to the ground. Try and get under him, because Cyclonic Rift will actually just beat most of what I want to do here. I play some stuff just to see if maybe he'll attack wrong. Hard for him not to. Yeah, he has a Grizzly Spectacle anyways. Alright, so we should have played the Deadeye Navigator earlier probably and look to try and close things out with strength and numbers faster, but good to see this stuff in his deck. Now that I know it's there, I'm going to retool my deck a little bit and come back. I am on the play where I want to be. Yes, sir. This hand looks decent. I've got Seagate Oracles to play until they find me something. Wayfaring Temple plus Advent of the Worm is basically where I want to be with this deck most of the time. So finding a forest doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard. And once I do, life seems like it's going to be pretty good. I don't want to core Skyfisher here. I'm going to use the Skyfisher to bounce back my Seagate Oracles. Unless I may be doing some shenaniganry with Tandem Lookout, but there's my first forest that I need. I'm a little low on time. I was kind of playing distracted. There's some other things going on, but Seagate Oracle yet again. Yeah, I'll take my other forest here. Get closer to my dream. He is having some trouble with his lands over there, which is going to be quite unfortunate for him. We have some options in how we play this. I decided I just want to Tandem Lookout first. See what I draw. We can try other things. Deadeye Navigator, huh? I'm just going to play the Signet out. I could have course Skyfishered back one of my Seagate Oracles. That might have been a better play. More aggressive. I know that he's having trouble with his lands over there. I get out my Wayfaring Temple, course Skyfisher. I'm just going to bounce the Signet. I'm going to keep on as much pressure as I can. Hit him for 1. And he concedes, sends me the GGs, and I'm on to match 3 for the big 3-0, possibly. Either way, we're in the money, and I'm feeling good. I'm kind of surprised about this. we did pick up fetch lands to go with this, so you know we're at 2-0. We're basically at the break-even point. Anything past this is going to be gravy, so I'm pretty happy with this. Match 3, the decider. Do I get my first trophy of Modern Masters 2017? Yeah, this hand is decent. I mean, eventually it plays Penumbra Spider. That's a thing, right? Plus I could draw a lot of stuff that makes it better. Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's a keep. Azoria Signet. Yes, please. Now I get my spider out even earlier. Awesome. I'm liking this. No plays from him. I'm going to Seagate Oracle, see what I find. Grasp. That's fine. We'll play our Core Skyfisher here too. We want to be aggressive. We're not a slow deck. We gotta do stuff. Swing in for another 4. Good, good. And now I'm just looking to play a bunch of creatures and beat face. The Seagate Oracle can come after. I don't even know what I need right now to play. He's having a little bit of trouble over there. So I try to grasp his guy just to put it on top of his deck and prevent him from drawing any answers, more lands, anything like that. Instead, he paths his own guy. Alright. Paths his own guy. And he is apparently Bant, as I am. So that prevents him from getting locked. But I'm still beating face for a good deal. He's at 6 now. And I've got a strength in numbers in hand. So when he taps out here, it's just going to be game. And swing for the win. I pump my guy, and that is game. Wow. So he stumbled a little bit, faltered with his land drops. We kind of got there with ours. We ended up finding the Signet, and then we ended up drawing a bunch of gas. And yeah, our draw just curved out pretty well, and his didn't do very well at all. So that was game 1. Game 2. He is going to be on the play. Yeah, we've got all 3 of our colors. I've got Seagate Oracle to find other stuff. I'm liking this. This is a keep. He mulligans to 6 cards. Always a good sign. I love having no fixing, but just naturally getting all my colors. He explores. All right. I'm going to Seagate Oracle here, and I can bounce it back with my Core Skyfisher later. Centaur Healer. All right, all right. Sure, sure. Core Skyfisher back our guy. Play another Mana Dork. Doing well, doing well. He gets to beat face for 3. He leaves up 5 mana, which makes me a little bit worried. I'm just going to tandem lookout up my Core Skyfisher, and we're just going to attack with the Core Skyfisher. I don't feel like having my Pilgrims getting eaten by like an Advent of the Worm or something like this. Or even just like Eyes in the Skies. He doesn't play anything, though, so I'm starting to think he doesn't have anything. Urbis Protector, huh? Well, I have an answer to that, so let's go ahead and do that. Bing, bada, boom, and of course Skyfisher's going into the red zone again. Draw me another card, and let's just get another spider out there. Feeling pretty good about this. Core Skyfisher bouncing his Urbis Protector. All right, so he's kind of got the same spiel going on as I do. I find a Core Skyfisher of my own, so I know how to turn this right around. Now, I attack here with my Flickerwisp and my Core Skyfisher because I'm almost guaranteed he's going to be blocking this Core Skyfisher, even though this Flickerwisp is really my only answer to him replaying the Urbis Protector. I mean, just, there's almost no way he's going to make this block and trade and just let me draw a card, right? So even though I really need this Flickerwisp to live, you just have to consider that there's practically no chance that he's going to do something here. The risk I run, of course, is that the last card in his hand is Eyes in the Skies, and he plays that, and then I lose my Flickerwisp, and then I have to do something to figure out what exactly I'm gonna do, right? Like, Eyes in the Skies is a pretty big blowout here, but I think this is playing the odds correctly. I'm pretty sure. Either way, it turns out well for us. He blocks the core Skyfisher, and we play Penumbra Spider. We're hiding the fact that we can bounce our Flicker Wisp. He's going to spend 6 mana replaying his 4/4 Angel, which is just going to disappear. And oh my. Yep, that's a concession. And we went 3-0 with this deck. I'm kind of surprised. I felt this deck was a little bit below average. It has a Flicker Wisp, which is pretty nice. It has a lot of the cards that I like. Penumbra Spider, Bronzebeak Moa. It has Mana Dorks galore, Gideon's Lawkeepers. I mean, the deck has a lot of solid cards. It's kind of missing a little bit on the finishers. It doesn't really have a way to win past the board stalls, and it's not the fastest of decks, right? It's nice that it has these Avacyn Pilgrims, so it can kind of start its curve at 3 and 4, and go from there. But I don't have a lot of Call of the Conclaves. I don't have a lot of populate effects. I don't have a lot of ways of getting value, right? I'm kind of just a Bant all over the place aggro, not very focused, but yeah, I don't know. I think we got a little bit lucky in our rounds. Our opponent stumbled a little bit, and I mean, maybe that's just the way things go. I feel like the other two decks, our losses came from us flooding out or stumbling or something like that, right? Variance is a thing, and sometimes variance goes in our favor, but I'm still a little bit surprised. I didn't think this deck was really 3-0. I thought for sure we were looking at like another 2-1, something around there. So pretty happy. First trophy of Modern Masters 2017 for me, with I don't know, I feel like a mediocre Bant deck that kind of was a little bit unfocused. But either way, pretty happy. And that's it.